see why we had to come all the way down to the border to buy fancy cattle. There's plenty of good ones up our way.
Maybe the ones in Silver City's a special breed, eh, Hoppy?
You're right about that, California. Now that we've passed the last big town and all the pretty girls that ask questions, I'll break down.
Then we're not out to buy cattle?
No, I want to find out where that counterfeit bill and a lot more like it comes from. You see, Uncle Sam's kind of selfish. He likes to make his own.
Looks good to me.
That's the trouble. It looks too good.
And you figure maybe they're made in Silver City, huh?
Well, all the evidence points there. You see...
Well, that's a girl driving.
Fiddlesticks. Who'd hire a female stager?
Well, those horses are out of control. Let's head them off. Now, miss.
And no thanks to you. Of all the high-handed interfering, who asked you to stop this coach?
But the horses were running away.
Indeed, they were not. I was just getting them under control when you came along.
Our mistake. I hope you'll forgive us.
Well, if you gentlemen will step aside, I'll be on my way. Giddy up.
Whoa, what you trying to do? Go 4 ways at once?
You got your lines tangled up there. Really, you're in no condition to drive, miss.
I guess not, but I've got to get to Silver City fast, and the driver's down here drunk. I've got to get my sister-in-law to a doctor. She's really sick. Nora, what's happened?
Didn't I tell you it was a gal? Look at that pretty red hair.
I should have known better than argue with you about females. You spot 'em a mile off.
It's all right, Mary. We'll be in Silver City soon. I'll get your doctor right away. Very tired.
That driver's out like a light. Good for 12 hours sleep.
You see?
Well, you better get in there with her. One of us will drive.
There's another drunk in there. We better roust him out.
That drunk, as you call him, happens to be her husband and my brother.
All right, miss, get in. California, get up there and drive. I'll ride ahead and line up a doctor.
I could drive as well as California.
Well, you can ride along to the side of the young lady and keep her company. But remember, no romancing.
Oh, Hoppy.
Beat you again, Doc. Pay up.
I almost seem to be playing the wrong cards with you.
You better stick to your pill rolling, Doc.
I'm looking for a doctor.
Who for?
There's a sick woman coming in on the stage. She'll need help right away.
Well, I'm Dr. White. I'll go and meet her.
Sit down, Doc. We're playing cards. And you, take her back to the junction. I don't want any women in my hotel. They cause too much trouble.
This lady is too sick to travel any farther. You coming, Doc? The stage is about due.
Pete. You're pretty handy with your fists, mister. My name's Mortigan. I own the saloon across the street. How'd you like to work for me?
No, thanks. My name is Cassidy, and cattle buying's my business.
Where are rooms?
Look, miss, I'm the owner of this hotel. I was just explaining to your friend that you'll have to go back to the junction. All our rooms are full.
Well, then you'll have to put someone out because my sister-in-law can't travel any farther tonight.
I'm afraid you'll have to. And I'm not putting anybody out.
Very well. If there are no rooms upstairs, we'll just camp right here in the lobby. Boy, you get some pillows and a couple of blankets. And hurry up.
Wait. This lady is really quite ill, Mortigan. She can have my room.
Well, thank you, Doctor. I'm glad to know there's one human being here.
Never argue with a lady, Mortigan. You always lose.
You don't know me. I never lose.
Service! Service!
All filled up, mister.
My wife's here, my poor sick wife. Where'd you put her?
That's the sick woman's husband, Murray.
Murray.
That's me, Sid Murray, formerly of Boston, now of Silver City. Pleased to meet you, gentlemen.
All right. Let them stay tonight. But you and the ladies are taking the stage out of here tomorrow.
Oh, no, we're not. We own a mine here, the Silver Bell Mine. Did you ever hear the Silver Bell?
Never. You're on the wrong track. There's no Silver Bell mine in this district.
You can't fool me. I know it's here. It's a rich mine. I'm a rich man. I've got to find that mine. Got lots of money. Sold the old home. I'm a rich man.
Look at them buzzards eye that bankroll.
Shh. Let's go eat.
What's the idea of shushing me?
The man you're calling a buzzard happens to be Orr Mortigan. He practically owns this whole town. The better we get along with him, the easier our job's gonna be.
Then you better tell us the setup so we don't make no mistake.
I'll tell you while we're eating.
Now, there's the lunchroom.
Come on.
That was a great time we had over there. I like that one.
Looks like the buzzards got something to work on.
Yeah.
What do you like to have?
Say, how about a nice chicken dinner?
Sure.
3 chicken dinners.
Very good.
With all the fixings.
Very good.
Now to get back to what we came here for. Quite a few of these counterfeit bills have been picked up in spots all over the Southwest.
They must have a good system of spreading them. Wonder how they do it.
That's what we're here to find out. Some of them were found across the border, along with some fake Mexican bills that looked like they came off the same press. What's the matter with you?
Oh, I was just wishing I wasn't so darned honest. I know a bartender down at Laredo I'd like to stick with some of these.
You'll probably wind up with a pocket full of them yourself.
Fellow that makes this sure is an artist.
Sure is. How'd they trace this stuff to the shantytown, Huffy?
Well, the government didn't know where to look for a while until they got a letter from someone here.
Did the letter have a signature on it?
Oh, no, certainly not. The man that wrote it was too smart to do that. It only had one bill in it, and on the back of the letter was printed one word, Mortigan, and this drawing.
A star with a tail.
It's a comet.
And that's what we've got to watch for. Might be the name of a saloon around here, or a ranch, or most anything. We find that and we find help.
We'll keep our eyes open.
One for you, and you, and you.
I thought we ordered chicken.
No chicken. You eat beans. Very good.
This ain't even beans.
It's a Chinese dish. They're bean sprouts.
What do you expect us to do? Wait till they grow?
Oh, good.
Not bad.
Have you seen my brother? He's not at the hotel, and Mary's much worse.
Oh, sure. We just saw him heading for the...
We just saw him going down the street. I'm sure we can find him.
Yeah, we'll find him for you.
Well, thank you. I'll be waiting.
Hoppy, let me go.
Sure, let your Galahad go. Maybe she'll give him a smile, same as the one you just got.
All right, Lucky, go ahead, but don't start anything. I don't want any trouble with Mortigan.
Don't worry. I know my way around.
Sure, he can take care of himself.
Maybe.
I hope.
I ain't broke yet, not me. And when I find that Silver Bell mine, it'll be millionaire Mr. Murray to you tin horns.
I told you nobody around here ever heard of your Silver Bell mine. So stop talking about it if you want to play cards.
I'll find someone that's heard of it. I got money and money talks. You watch and see. Let me alone. I'll quit when I feel like it.
But your wife's worse, Murray. Your sister says to
Get
come over.
away from me. I'm playing cards.
You're through playing cards. Come on. Come on, be reasonable, will you? Hey, what goes on? Hey, let go of me! Let go!
Nice footwork, Delara.
You was right, Hoppy. You ain't growed up yet.
Well, I guess I didn't do so good.
Where's Murray?
Inside gambling.
I don't hear no riot. I'll bet someone dropped a gun on the floor.
You better go back to the hotel. We'll see what we can do with Murray.
He's pretty mean.
Maybe he'll mind his manners with grown-ups.
What happened? I didn't see. Who's the Duke?
What made him do it, Pete?
Well, liquor, I guess, and losing his money so fast. First thing I know, he pulled out his .45 and bang.
Is that how it happened?
Yeah.
Too bad he gave up so easily.
He didn't.
You trying to say he didn't shoot himself?
You calling me a liar?
That man didn't have a chance to draw. His gun's still in its holster under his coat. Take a look, the right shoulder. He was evidently left-handed, so he carried his gun on the right side. So the gun in his right hand doesn't add up. All right, Brian, line up and we'll see whose holster's empty.
I'll check him over, Hoppy.
Get away from me.
Every holster's filled. What do you make of that?
Just a minute. Why do you take such an interest in the late gentleman's affairs?
We'll just say that I was a friend of his. And from the looks of things, he certainly needed one.
In that case, I'll be glad to tell you whose gun that is. It's mine. It's the gun we keep behind the bar. Murray picked it up and stuck it in his pocket when we first came in. He was feeling quite playful at that stage.
Yeah, that's right. I seen him put it in his pocket, and then I forgot.
All right, let it go at that. It's a good story. Come on, California. I think we can stand some fresh air.
All right, boys. Let's straighten this place up.
Where's Sid?
I hate to have to tell you this, Miss Murray, but Sid's had an accident.
An accident? Was he hurt badly?
Come and sit down. I'll tell you what happened.
Miss Murray, Miss Murray, come quickly, please. There's been a change for the worse.
Who is this man happy, senor?
Nobody that's going to bother me very long, Delara, I can assure you.
A tough hombre, that one, eh?
Not half so tough as I can be, my friend. Longhorn. What are you doing in town?
I need a change. It's getting kind of stale up there, all work and no play. Besides, I want to show you something.
Oh, clumsy of me. Excuse me, amigo, while I pick them up.
How are things up the hill?
Easy come, easy go. You better get yourself a basket, senor.
I think I need 2 of them.
I thought you'd like to see our latest run.
They're excellent. They'd almost fool me.
All they need is a little handling.
Longhorn, we've got a bonanza up there, and we're going to keep it.
Has anybody been trying to take it away?
We had a little try in that direction. A man by the name of Murray.
Murray.
Murray, young fellow from Boston. Looking for some mine called the Silver Bell.
You don't say. Now I know who it was on the floor.
You don't need a blueprint, do you?
But who was that smart gent that called your play?
He wasn't so smart. It was Pete Walters who was stupid about the gun. What is it, Delara? Trouble?
Senor, this bill. For him, I give $20 of chips to some crook. Now Pete says no good.
Counterfeit money. Let's see it. So it is. Do you remember who passed it to you?
Senor, if I remember, I'll take care of him. But I do not remember. So he leaves.
Tell you what I'll do, Delara. I'll stand half the loss this time and keep the souvenir.
I know, senor. You're very kind. But with your permission, I shall pass it on. And as many more as come my way.
Help yourself. I have no objection.
Gracias, senor.
Say, that bill he had is one of the first ones we ever made.
Somebody brought it in from outside.
Who do you suppose did?
Murray did.
Him?
Murray and that cowboy Cassidy, they came up together to take over.
You think one of them passed the bill?
Murray did, in the game, by accident. That's it.
Well, now what?
Well, we took care of Murray. Now we look after Mr. Cassidy. Call Pete in here.
Hey, Pete. This Delara. New tin horn, ain't he?
He's been here about a week. Deals a crooked game, but the boys seem to like it.
Yeah, what do you want?
How about this Cassidy? Here's what I want you to do.
Just a minute, Doc. How soon will those women be able to travel? Morgan wants them out.
You won't have to worry any more about Miss Murray, Pete. She's dead.
Isn't that awful? Poor kid. First her brother, and now this.
Well, we're closing up, gents. You'll have to clear out.
Is there a rooming house around here?
No.
I heard there was one called the Comet.
Never heard of it.
Well, maybe it's a ranch, Hoppy.
Not around here. Why don't you boys camp over by the creek? There's a nice place about a quarter mile out.
Thanks. Maybe we'll try it.
Well, he ain't our comet fella. Kind of glad. He's got a mean eye.
Yeah.
But where are we going to sleep?
On the cold ground, most likely. Yeah, Hoppy?
Why not? I'm ready to turn in.
Let's get our horses. This is better than a rooming house.
Yeah, and probably a lot cleaner, too.
Coffee all gone, huh?
Yeah, just as well. It wasn't so good anyhow.
Well, here they are. All snug for the night. Start 'em moving.
We took up for the Murrays.
We sure got off on the wrong foot this time, setting Morgan against us right away.
Well, I'm the one that did it. Maybe I should handle this alone.
Oh, now, Hoppy,
You don't mean that, do you?
No, I don't, but I should. Come on, we're going back to town. And we're looking for trouble.
Longhorn, you're all right. You never miss.
Hey, who owns the Circle M brand around here?
Why, I do. What do you want to know?
I've got a little bill to collect from you for some camp equipment.
What are you talking about?
One of your herds just ran over our camp a while ago. We happen to be someplace else, but they ruined our gear. That'll cost you $50.
You're crazy or drunk. Get out before I have you thrown out.
$50 in gold and no paper.
You'll be sorry for that, Cassidy.
Get the $50 and don't try to draw another gun out behind that bar.
Joe, $50.
Much obliged.
This is my town, Cassidy. I'm warning you to get out.
It was your town, but I've taken a liking to it. And I'm staying until I change my mind. Meanwhile, keep your cattle penned up. All your cattle.
He's right. You are a bunch of cattle. Get out, all of you, or we're closing.
What do you think of this fellow, Cassidy?
Just another gunfighter with ambition.
Suppose you're right. Well, Mordigan will attend to that.
He's about the last of them. Now here comes the faro dealer.
Now, there's a slicker if I ever see one. I can always spot him.
Looks like another holdup. This is Mordigan's unlucky night.
Yeah. Maybe we ought to warn him.
Get moving. And the next time, stay up there until I send for you.
Stay up there, he says. That sounds interesting.
Maybe we ought to trail him.
Looks like somebody else got the same idea.
Delara, where are you going this time of night?
Oh, I hope to take some fresh air.
Well, you can take it here. I want to talk to you.
Well, there's no use trailing him now. We might as well get some sleep.
You're right. Let's find a nice hayloft to sleep in.
That's about all we can do now.
Come on.
Did you trail Longhorn?
I had no chance. Mordigan stopped me.
Is he running you out?
Indeed not. I am now the very good friend of Senor Mordigan.
How's that?
He asks me and my knife to take his side if trouble comes with this gunman Cassidy.
You'd better stay out of that fight.
But you do not see. As the pal of Mordigan, I shall hear all his secrets. I hope.
Well, I hope too. And I hope you know what you're doing.
It is a gamble, and such is my profession, is it not, amigo? Hasta luego.
Well, we got this far without being shot at.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Morgan may be too busy this morning to bother about us. Look down there.
See you in a couple of weeks. Take care. Hiya, boys. Hiya, Clyde. What do you make of that, Hoppy? They look too happy to be up to any good.
Look like tin-horn gamblers to me.
That'll do all right. You bet. Get up. You're back. Get up.
What is it, a convention?
You're back.
Come back inside. I think we found out how Morgan spreads that homemade money.
How, Hoppy?
I'd say he sells it to those gamblers. They probably pay him a good price for it and still make a profit for themselves.
Maybe they tried to pass some of the stuff on Murray and he kicked up a big fuss.
No, not him. He'd lost everything but that imaginary silver mine of his when I was there.
He sure thought he had one.
Maybe he did have.
You think somebody here jumped it?
Well, it's more than likely.
What do you figure we ought to do?
Well, now that we know how Morgan gets rid of that counterfeit money, our job is going to be to find out where he makes it. And I've got a hunch it's in that missing mine, wherever that is.
Well, what's our next move?
I'm going to have a talk with Nora about that mine. Keep an eye on Morgan's place and let me know if he makes a move.
Yeah. Hey, don't you think...
You bring those bags right back up here. I'm not taking that stage today or any other day.
I got my orders, and you're leaving here right now. Mr. Morgan ain't gonna have no stranded females hanging around here.
What's the trouble?
Oh, darling. Oh, I'm so glad you're here. That awful Mr. Morgan is trying to send me away. Just because he thinks I'm all by myself now. That Sid and Mary are gone. Oh, Hoppy, dear. Hoppy.
Well, you don't have to go if you don't want to.
You heard what my fiancé, Mr. Cassidy, said.
Fiancé? Is that newfangled way of saying fancy?
I don't know.
You may inform Mr. Morgan that we are being married as soon as my trousseau arrives from Boston. Now you can take my bags upstairs again.
Hoppy getting married.
Let me sit down. I feel pale.
Young lady, would you mind telling me what this is all about?
Well, I knew they were afraid of you, and I just had to make them let me stay, so I thought fast, and
You thought too fast for me.
Well, what's so terrible about being engaged to me?
Oh, there's nothing terrible about it, I guess, but I would kind of like to do my own proposing, if I wanted to.
I'll try not to be too much trouble, but I just can't leave until I find the silver bell. You know that mine rightfully belongs to me.
Is there really a silver bell mine?
Oh, of course there is. 10 years ago, my father left a good position in Boston to come out here to prospect. We had one letter from him telling us he'd struck it rich, and Mother never heard from him again.
Well, what's worrying you?
She ain't leaving. And she says she and Cassidy are getting married.
That's nothing for us to get upset about.
Yeah, but that ain't all. She told him about the silver bell, and Cassidy's going up there looking for it.
What? Maybe I better send Delara up there after him with that knife of his.
What's the matter with me? Can't I handle it?
All right. But don't make any more mistakes like you did with Murray's gun.
I'll get saddled up.
I'm going to see if I can find that mine.
Don't you think we ought to go with you?
No, I want you two to stay here and look out for Nora.
Well, they don't need to. I can look out for myself.
See, Hoppy?
Besides, I want you to see if you can locate the comet.
Well, how?
Just keep your eyes open and be careful.
All right.
I'll try and get back in the morning.
Now, take care of yourself and don't take too many chances, darling.
Yes, dear.
They ain't married yet, and she's giving orders. Hoppy,
Yeah?
when we get back to the bar 20, is she gonna run the whole spread?
Well, why not? Just think how nice it'll be. Pretty lace curtains on the bunkhouse windows and sitting down to dinner with napkins on the table.
Lace curtains. Napkins. Napkins? What's them?
Look, do you know anybody or any place called the Comet?
Who no come yet? Never heard of him.
Oh, Lucky, show him what you mean.
Look, Wong, it's round. It's got a long tail on it.
We're in trouble. Big trouble. Morgan says we gotta get out of town to sundown, or else says we got no business here.
Well, he can't run us out.
Oh, wait till we tell Hoppy.
But Hoppy won't be back till morning.
Doggone, that's right.
Work, work, all the time work. Someday go to China. Get married. Let wife do the work.
Wong, do you want to sell out?
Sure I sell.
How much?
$146.50.
Fine. We'll buy it.
We'll...
We're going in business here. Give Wong the money, $146.
And 50 cents.
But we ain't got that kind of money.
Oh, but you've got to have it. You must have it. It's our only chance to stay here.
Here's my roll. 2 months' pay I've been saving.
Come on, California, hurry up.
Orders. More orders.
$80, $120, $141.
Not plenty yet.
Wait. Here.
Well, now we bought the place, we need a new name for it.
Well, say, why not the Comet?
Yeah.
Everybody's got to eat, so everybody's bound to see it.
Good.
Now you new boss. You need a good cook. I stay.
Again when I find him. Oh, John! John, where are you? Sure like to know how he got away so slick.
Timer. Take it easy. I'm not going to hurt you.
I'll go right back to work. I just want to get some air.
Well, that's all right with me.
Hey, you're a stranger, ain't you? You must be working for Morgan.
A long ways from it.
But only his men are allowed to come up this far. What are you doing here?
I'm looking for a mine called the Silver Bell.
What do you want with the Silver Bell?
Well, I suppose to look it over for a friend of mine. Is it nearby?
Well, it isn't far, but you can't get near it.
Why not?
Well, Morgan has guards around all the time.
Guards?
Yeah.
Well, is he getting a lot of high-grade ore out of it?
Why, no, there hasn't been any ore taken out of the Silver Bell since Morgan took it over 10 years ago.
I wonder what Morgan... I knew it. He's using that mine as a plant.
I didn't say anything about it. Don't you tell Longhorn. He'd kill me.
So that's why they shot young Murray, to keep him finding out about it.
Sid Murray? My boy? What are you saying?
Your boy? Well, you must be John Murray.
Yes, what Morgan's left of me. But tell me about my boy.
Try over this way.
Longhorn!
Quick, I'll get you down the hill. We can talk on the way.
I can hear something moving.
I'll get the horse. Wait a minute. Come back here.
I got him located over here. You ought to chain him up like the boss used to do.
Get back in there and stay in there.
And a horse spun around, he went right in his face. I plugged him dead center. Well, it won't be long till sundown. Where do we start rounding up the strays?
Why, Pete, ladies first every time. Where are your manners?
It would seem more polite to let the lady stay. What harm can she do?
Plenty. Sometime I'll let you in on the story, Delara, when you've been with us longer.
Where are you going, or ain't you going to give us a hand?
A man with a toothache, he makes a poor fighter. I'll go get some medicine.
Well, see that you get back pronto.
But of course.
I don't like that guy.
Well, I do. I'm running the show. I'm leaving for a while. See that those people get out of town by the time I get back.
What are they planning to do? It is the young woman that Morgan is concerned with. You must go quickly and tell her to leave at once.
Oh, this is terrible.
Oh, I've had this pen all day.
Well, you'll just have to stand it. I'm clear out of pills for people who don't pay.
Oh, que dolor de muela.
Yeah, forget it. It won't kill you. Take this gun and come on.
It's almost sunset. I wonder what they're going to do.
What can they do?
Here comes Doc White.
Get inside. Be busy. Howdy, Doc. Be able to get some home cooking here soon.
It's a comet, eh?
Yeah, it's Cassidy's good luck sign.
Well, that's strange. Mine, too, in a way. See this?
California. I found him. California.
I found the comet.
Look, California.
Doggone. Say, we've been hunting all over for you. Why didn't you give Hoppy or one of us a sign?
Well, I never dreamed. I thought you were outlaws.
Well, we couldn't go around asking.
Well, I shouldn't have been such a coward, but I was afraid my letter might have been stopped, and Morgan could have identified the writer.
Oh, wait till Hoppy hears about this in the morning.
In the morning?
Looks like he may be a little late, doesn't it? Sit down, Doc. What do you have, Doc?
What's on the menu?
Beans and beans.
Dealer of beans?
Sun's down and your time's up, so start moving.
What are you talking about?
Oh, quit your stalling.
You can tell Mr. Morgan that these two gentlemen are working for me and my fiancé. Mr. Cassidy and I own this place.
Dead men don't own nothing.
Cassidy is dead?
Oh, no.
Yeah, right over in Eagle Canyon. So get your things together, you three, and start walking out. You got 2 minutes.
I don't believe he's dead. You're just bluffing, and I'm not moving away from here.
All right, you wrote your own ticket.
Give them a chance, Pete.
Not a chance. Look, Doc, you're stringing with the wrong outfit. They're losers.
There's no need for violence. Let me go talk it over with Mortigan.
Save your breath.
Do you think they're bluffing?
How should I know? Well, they ain't moving out, so we're just gonna let them stay there. Spread out, boys, in case they decide to fight it out.
You will not endanger the lady's life with gunfire.
She's had her chance. What's the matter? You getting yellow?
No, but...
Well, then get over there and take orders.
They coming.
All right, boys, time's up. Let them have it.
Men, wait. Don't do any shooting.
Be careful.
Get him some water, Nora. Get down.
Don't shoot, Cassidy. I give up.
Drop your gun.
Cassidy.
Lucky. It's Hoppy.
I must speak with you.
I'll talk to your boss.
I knowed he was all right.
Get over there.
Were we glad to see you? You got here just in time.
For everyone except Doc White.
Doc, where does he fit in?
He's the Comet Man. That is, he was.
Where is he?
In the lunchroom, but he's done for.
Take these two over to Mortigan. I want him to see them. Keep your eyes on them.
I hope they make a break.
But Dr. White, he was my friend. I should go to him.
Shut up. The score ain't settled yet.
Come on, get going.
Where is he?
Here he is, Schroeder.
Doc.
I didn't sign my name. I was a coward.
You've more than made up for it, Doc. Everything's all right now.
Did you find Mortigan's plant?
I got close to it, and I'm going back with the boys.
Excellent. Delara. Take care. Delara.
Take care of Delara. I wonder which way he meant that.
Poor Doc, he tried to help us.
Hard to kill, aren't you?
Yeah. Too bad you're so short-handed down here.
I see what you mean. Where are the others?
They're out of it for keeps.
You win. What do you want?
I want half of what you got, including the mine setup.
I knew that was your game.
You're getting a break. I could count you out.
You're not going to.
No, I figure there's enough for both of us. I've got some ideas about branching out up there, too.
Good. There's room for improvement. I'd like to take you up there myself and show you the layout, but I've got some boys coming in on farming out some of the stuff.
Well, that's all right with me. Why not send Pete?
Fine. He's my right-hand man.
And don't forget we're partners in that money deal, too.
Sure. I'll see you're taken care of.
All right, boys. Turn them loose. We're pals now. We'll be back bright and early.
Pete, you're slipping. I don't like it.
Well, it's just the bad breaks, boss. Tomorrow I'll...
Tomorrow they'll be watching you close. Delara, I'm going to give you a chance to show how good you are.
I shall be glad to accept.
I want you to kill Cassidy. I don't care how you do it, but don't slip.
It will be a pleasure.
Let me see that gun. Not a shot fired. How do you alibi that, Delara?
I have reloaded.
Oh, no, you ain't. You ain't had a chance.
Speak up, Delara. Why didn't you shoot?
Maybe they're his pals, and that might include Cassidy.
That is not so. It is merely that I do not shoot at women. And Dr. White, he was my friend.
Maybe we better look you over. Search him, Pete. Oh, look him over first. Nothing here but money. And a lucky piece. And use that myself.
What is it, a lucky number?
Not for Delara. It's his identification of the Mexican Federal Police.
He's resigning right now.
No, wait a minute.
Why?
It'd be better to make it look like an accident in case of a follow-up.
You mean with a gun in his hand like Murray?
Sure, that's the answer.
No good. Never was a smart trick. You do anything as stupid as that, and you'll have both governments on our necks. We'll let Delara ride out with us in the morning at sunup. A lot of accidents can happen on a trail. Or better yet, in a mine.
That's smart, Cassidy. I'm beginning to be glad you're in the game.
We'll do all right.
Here. Have a drink.
You can have mine, Pete. Get him up in the saddle and tie him up.
I ought to go along. That's my mine up there.
Oh, you'll be better off here. And we may bring you back a surprise.
Well, all right, but hurry back.
Right.
Bye.
Bye.
Boss, orders.
Everything's ready.
Fine.
I suppose usual we stay here and take care of your fiancée.
No, this time you're both going. I may need some help at the mine. We'll be back as soon as we check the equipment up there and see what else we need.
Anything you say goes.
Right?
Taking right over, ain't he?
That's what he thinks.
It's all right, boys. here's one that ain't going any further. Let's take care of that right now.
I don't think so. Oh.
What you untying him for?
That's all right, California. He's a special deputy of the Mexican government. Here, gag him and tie him up. I bet you're glad to get that thing off, Lieutenant.
Si, senor. Last night, I see the comet. I think at last they come. But this morning, I don't know what to think. So I stopped thinking.
Well, the boys and I are special federal deputies, but we couldn't let you know until we got by those guards out there.
It was a long ride.
Did Doc might send your people a message, too?
Si, senor. But on this side of the border, I had no authority. I could only wait for you while I gather evidence.
I see. All right, Lucky, leave him there. California, you guard the entrance.
Right, Hop.
Come on.
California, do this, do that, do the other. Very good.
And if these ain't as good as the others, you get a whipping like you got yesterday for running away.
All right, Longhorn.
Oh, I thought I'd never see you again.
Hoppy! Hoppy! Hoppy!
What happened to you, Pete? Untie him.
Cassidy and his pals are federal men. They're in the mine there with Delara.
Hoppy!
This is an excellent counterfeit of a 20-peso note. Did you make this?
Unfortunately, I did.
Hoppy!
In here.
Mortigan and his men.
Mortigan, get in here. We got him boxed. All right, smash the door down. There must be another way out of here. How did you get out, Murray?
I'll show you. Follow me.
Come on, get in.
This is the old shaft of the Silver Bell, the first one. Morgan never knew about it. Come on, I'll show you.
They're gone.
So I see.
Well, how'd they get out of here? Well, look here.
Let's get going, boys. Don't hurry, boys. The only place you're going is Leavenworth Prison. Drop your guns.
Come on, get back in there. Get going.
I guess what you said about Leavenworth goes for me, too.
No, I think in your case, the governments of both countries will be very lenient after they've heard all the details.
I'm certain it is so, but there will be a few questions.
All right, let's get back to town.
You think they're talking about a wedding?
I can't hear.
What do you think maybe...
Shh.
You mean that after Morgan stole the mine from you, he kept you working there?
Yes, sir. He made a slave out of me. And after he thought that the silver had run out up there, he remembered that I was an engraver.
Mother said you were the best in Boston.
He certainly proved that.
Yes, much to my sorrow.
Oh, I wouldn't say that. Why don't you and your daughter come back to Bar 20 with us?
No, thank you, Mr. Cassidy. If I'm cleared of this, we're going to open up the Silver Bell again and make it work.
Well, if anybody can do it, you two can.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, by the way, young lady, what about our engagement? Well, what's the matter with you two?
Well, like this, Hoppy. We're quitting. Well, we figure you don't need us no more, and, well, we were,
And so we're quitting.
Yeah, I just told him that, doggone it. I'll tell him.
My, such a temper. I'm certainly lucky I'm not going to live at the Bar 20.
You mean you ain't marrying us?
The young lady has jilted us, so we're going back to the Bar 20 by ourselves.
Well, that's good news.
California.
Shucks. What I mean is that, well,
We're sorry you're not getting married.
Yeah, we're sorry.
Hasta luego, compañeros.
Hasta luego.
Ándale.